Hi everyone, today I'm going to introduce the collection and setup of the telemetry function of R16SM mini receiver. Prepare a R16SM mini receiver, a T16D transmitter because it supports display of the telemetry information on the screen, and you can also use T12D transmitter. And we need a flight controller which supports SBUS or CRSF signal, and take reading CrossFlight as example. If you use other flight controllers, you can refer to the detailed manual of R16SM for details on how to collect and set them. And here is a GPS TS100, which can be connected to CrossFlight directly. R16SM supports SBUS and CRSF signal output. The telemetry information that R16SM supports is different in SBUS or CRSF signal output. In CRSF signal output, R16SM supports the telemetry of signal strength, RSSI value, power battery voltage, longitude, latitude, distance, number of satellites, and so on. While in SBUS signal output, R16SM only supports the telemetry of longitude, latitude, and the power battery voltage. So it is recommended to use CRSF signal working mode. And I'm going to show the collection and setup of R16SM in CRSF working mode. Collect all these devices at first. And R16SM comes with a cable which can be connected to CrossFlight directly. And we need to collect R16SM to the telemetry port of CrossFlight. And I collect R16SM to telemetry 2 port of CrossFlight by following this diagram on the screen. And then collect GPS TS100 to GPS port of CrossFlight. And here the collection, and the collection is done. Then we need to set parameters of the flight controller in Mission Planner. And before that, power on T16D.
Welcome to Radio Link.
And collect CrossFlight to the computer with a Type-C cable to supply power to it.
Telemetry recovery.
CrossFlight is connected to the computer with a Type-C cable, and all the devices, including the TS100, GPS, and the receiver, and the flight controller are powered on. I have already bound R16SM to T16D, so there is a signal tower on the top of the screen. And you can see the LED of R16SM is in blue. Blue LED indicates CRSF signal output. If the LED of R16SM is in red, SBUS signal, you can short press the bending button once to switch to CRSF working mode. Press it once, it is in red SBUS signal, and press it once again. It is in CRSF working mode. Since CrossFlight is connected to the computer, and we can set parameters in Mission Planner now. CrossFlight is connected to the computer now. Open Device Manager. Ports. And we can see the COM port of CrossFlight, which is COM13. It means CrossFlight is recognized. To set the parameters, we need to install the Mission Planner. Enter Radio Link official site, FC System, CrossFlight, MP. You can download the Mission Planner here. CrossFlight can set parameters by Radio Link Mission Planner, Autopilot Mission Planner, and QGC Mission Planner, and I have already installed Radio Link Mission Planner on the computer. Here it is, open it. Select the COM port, COM13, and the baud rate is 115,200. Collect. Click Setup, Mandatory Hardware, Redo Calibration. There are no green bars because we need to set some parameters of the flight controller. Click Config for parameter list and search for serial 2. Because R16SM is connected to telemetry 2 port of the flight controller, and we need to set 3 values. Set serial 2 baud to 115. And then set serial 2 option to 0, which is already 0 here. And set serial 2 protocol to 23. And then click Write Params. OK. Parameters successfully saved. OK. Disconnect. Then unplug the Type-C cable. And plug in the Type-C cable again to connect CrossFlight to the computer. Open Mission Planner. And select the COM port, which is COM13, and baud rate is also 115,200. Collect. Click Setup. Mandatory hardware radio calibration. There are green bars, which means the receiver is recognized by the flight controller and they are collected successfully. And disconnect. The setup is done. We can get the telemetry information. I put the receiver, flight controller, and GPS by the window because the GPS signal can only be searched outdoors. When GPS signal is searched successfully outdoors, the telemetry information will be displayed on the screen of T16D. Press End button twice to check the telemetry information. And we need to set the source here. If SBUS signal of R16SM is used, we need to select CC 2500. When the CRSF signal of R16SM is used, and we need to select CRSF. When the external module is connected to T16D, and we need to select external here. So we select CRSF here. And we can see the telemetry information on the screen, such as longitude, latitude, altitude, GPS, pitch, roll, yaw, and so on. So the telemetry function works well in CRS working mode. And if you want to get the telemetry of R16SM in SBUS working mode, you need to short press the bending button once to change it from blue to red. Since red LED indicates SBUS working mode, and you can refer to the picture and the introduction on the screen to collect R16SM to CrossFlight. Here is the detailed manual of R16SM, which also introduces how to collect R16SM in SBUS working mode. Here it is. You can follow the diagram to collect it to CrossFlight. And you also need to set 3 parameters. Please also select CC 2500 on the telemetry information menu of T16D or T12D. The methods are similar to the collection and the setup in CRSF working mode. For more details, please refer to the detailed manual of R16SM. So that's all about the collection and the setup of the telemetry function of R16SM mini receiver.